Hello, hello, hello. Come in and sit down. What are you going to take today? Some shandy or some Malta? Well, there now. I got neither. So, you got to try. Either sugar water or spit. Anyone will do. But joke aside, welcome to season 2 of What the Stories Say. I'm Dr. Pauline Baird if it's your first time here, and I tell stories about my village Buxton in Guyana. I tell stories of our families, our family histories, our whispered stories, our practiced, hidden, and sometimes long forgotten traditions. I tell them in English or Creolese or sometimes Japanese, I don't know. But today I'm going to tell stories. I'm not sure what language I will use, but enjoy. Welcome back. What is story say? Loud talk story. Tell me something. When was the last time you run left your shoes? Or you run and your skirt a fall off your waist? Or your pants foot a tangle up? Or you run and you fall down, you trip down just so? Eh? Now when you been a little picnic, listen, I hope you not fall down as big man and big woman, you know. That another story. Try not fall down. Because if you broke bones, you gotta go to hospital. And hospital, a good place to go now. A COVID there. You know this game? When we were children, we used to play a game. Jumbie Leffy Pipe here. The same one. You play the game? I play the game and you play the game. All of us play the game. But for those of you who listen in here from Barbados and so on, you might not have played this game. Now this game, you just got to get a bunch of little children. They got to make a circle, holding hands like so, right? And they get somebody in the middle of the circle, and they get somebody outside the circle. And the one outside the circle does run around and try to break the circle and to go in and catch the one inside. The one outside does start for chant one thing like this. Jumbie Leffy Pipe ya? No kanoka. That's what the group they say. The ones holding hands and the one inside they say that too. You want to see how we just play? Watch this video. Watch and see.
You love the pipe, yeah?
No, Kanoka.
What kind of game is this?
I am get
You
this.
think me can't broke up?
No, Kanoka.
What kind of game is this?
I am get this.
Jumbie Leffy pipe, yeah?
No, Kanoka.
What kind of game is this?
I am get this.
You think me can't broke up?
No, Kanoka.
That's how you just play Jumbie Leffy Pipe here. Now, when I think about this game, you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking to myself, well, look how time change. We have pandemic. People can't go outside. At least they warn you not to go outside. You can't play outdoors much, you know. They tell you stay inside, wear the mask. And to compound it, all of us have to communicate differently. We have to use the tablets and the computers and the phones and so on to communicate. And the children are paying a price. The children don't play outside much. Even where I live now, I don't see children playing outside. Everybody on the tablets are playing games inside with their eyes and the fingers. Nobody shoe and falling off. Nobody pants and falling off. Nobody skirt and fall off. Right? And more than that, there's no laughter. At least the kind you hear in the video. Right? So, I am thinking to myself that this pandemic, it costs children a lot. And I wonder what are parents saying to children and what are children asking their parents in terms of the pandemic and their lifestyle. I hope, I hope that nobody now say, Jumbie Leffy Pipe ya. And if they say Jumbie Leffy Pipe ya, me hope somebody say no Kanoka. And I hope that when they say, oh, what kind of gate this for this pandemic, somebody say, I ain't gate this. You know? You mean me can pass ya? The pandemic say so? He say, nah, no Kanoka. No. You know, we can play a little bit, you know. Then picnic can go outside and play. And we can play too. Because you see, when we play, this body generates oxytocin that gives you the happy feeling. and lift the spirit. I told you about that last time. And I was thinking to myself, what more can we get when we think about this game? Why was this game so important? What did we get from it? So I asked my friend in Prague. Some of you might know. His name's Sots. I said, bye. When you remember this game, what do you think of? He said one word. And the word is elation. In Creolese, you play till your belly full. He said, elation, me play till my belly full. Because the game sweet, sweet, bad. You know, he talked about the camaraderie we enjoyed by playing Jumbilefi Pipia. You see, two kind of things that went on. Because you'd have to hold hands, you kind of build a trusting relationship. You connect skin to skin. Think about this pandemic. Children are connect skin to skin that way. Think about it. What price they pay. He said that camaraderie comes across gender lines. Because boys and girls is a whole hands. And sometimes when you're a little bit more aware, you're alone one touch by hand. But then there's some people who stand in the gap. Maybe the teacher or some friend who's not afraid and things like that. Some of the gender concerns or that kind of shyness and so on come out when playing this game. So we know that there's gender awareness. That comes out in Jumbilefi Pipia. Now, when we hold hands, we kind of let down our guard. We trust each other. He said one of the big benefits of playing Jumbilefi Pipia is physical exercise. Yes, outdoors, you get the fresh air. Imagine, when was the last time you heard people laughing when they're exercising? Think about it. You know, you pick up this weight until you grunt. But not laugh. They're doing the Zumba. Anybody laughing? They're doing the aerobics and the yoga. Anybody laugh? But not laugh. But Jumbilefi Pipia, everybody laugh. Laughter and exercise, especially in children, when they go together, they de-stress the body. And in those early years, it started there. And then I think there's a reduction in childhood malaise and the spectator syndrome. With Jumbilefi Pipia, them and get spectator syndrome, you gotta play. You play. You see, we call this Caribbean cultural rhetorics. In the doing. When we are doing, we're enacting. You know, and so when you're enacting, you're involved. So Jumbilefi Pipia involves the community. It involves a group of children. You know, when you think back upon it, did you fall down? What happened? Tell me what happened. Write it in the comments. Let's reminisce. Who cry when they fall down? Because when you run down, you fall down, you know. Who cry? And when you cry, what the adults and the onlookers say? You know, so they say, get up, man, get up, man. And your friends, they say, man, brush off yourself. Sometimes somebody come and pick you up and you're back in the game. So you don't take yourself too seriously. And most of all, there is laughter. And nothing makes me happier than hearing children laugh. There's something about children's laughter. When last you heard that laughter? As you can see, these children in Buxton Village. That's Buxton children, yeah. From Sideline Dam. Yeah. They were playing Jumbilefi Pipia outdoors during the pandemic as a family. Jumbilefi Pipia and games like these are oral histories. So for today, reminiscing helps me distress. I too have my oxytocin released in my body, and it zaps the bad effects of stress. Here's a truth. This game and this song preserves our oral histories. You see, when we walk away from these games and childhood, we just don't walk away from them. We carry them. Yes, we carry them with us. So I'm all the way in Japan here, and I can remember these games. I have a body memory of these games. All of us have it. And we carry these games. And you know why we carry them? Because someone planted them in us. Someone taught us how to play Jumbilefi Pipia. You remember who teach you to play Jumbilefi Pipia? Eh? Who teach you to play John Leffy pipe here? That person instructed you in your oral culture. You see that woman on the side of the video?
John Leffy piper.
What
kind of game this?
Iron gate this.
Sit me can't rock her. John Leffy piper.
Her name is Pam Harry, or Pam Valadares, an African Guyanese grandmother, a mother, and a great-grandmother. She instructs the children how to play John Leffy pipe under her watchful eyes. Why is she doing this? What does she see? Find out next week. In the meantime, go and play and tell me in the comments how it worked out and what kind of memories it bring up for you. I hope are good.
You love the pipe, yeah?
No,
What kind of game this?
Iron gate this.
You